we're going in on some SWTOR, some Tor. Happy Wednesday. Midway through the week. Hope it's been a good one. And yeah, it's good to see you. Good to have you. Let me see if my buddy Lackey's available. Lackmeister. Lackey. We'll give him a minute. But yeah, it's a good day. We had a good show yesterday. You can check the replays. Talked a little bit about Star Wars lore, Star Wars myth, Star Wars legend. Looked up some source material of my own. Recommended to me, suggested to me by ye old Harley Quinn. Excuse me, gotta clear my throat. But yeah, how you guys doing? How's things? Ready to light this candle? Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. And let's jump into this. And we'll go ahead and start to kill this. Goodbye, that. Whoop, I thought I killed it. And it wasn't really dead. Good stuff. Yeah, so thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. And honestly, we left in a place. It was sort of a cliffhanger. What's going on, Penguin? How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing good. Left on a little bit of a cliffhanger, both from a quest perspective and also from a conversation. Lackey, what's up?
Yeah, actually, I gotta finish. I gotta do something out real quick. Do something out? Yeah, I gotta go do something out.
You better do something out. Do something out.
About 5 more minutes for me.
You better take 5 more minutes or so.
But I'll leave your lovely conversation going on my crap.
Oh, I'm only gonna say nice things about you. I'll just sprinkle the conversation.
Well, then forget it. I'll be right back.
All right. Sprinkle and spritz the conversation with only nice things about Lackey. Yeah, so we talked about the Reylo theory. We'll jump into that a little bit later. On listening to some of the Reylo theory, I've actually kind of had some fun sort of thoughts on my own. I don't know if they're well thought out enough as to call them theories, but that is that's something I want to talk about tonight. Yeah.
Every third move a champion is created to defeat.
What? Every third move a champion is created. What? What are we talking about? Oh, it's a video game. An Amazon original movie. It's not a video game. Yeah, so what else? What else is happening? The Destiny came out a couple days ago, or the beta came out. Folks are really stoked about that. I think I'll probably end up getting that. I understand Blizzard is in charge. Blizzard is in charge of the actual... Blizzard's in charge of the actual PC port of that game. I'm actually jacked that there's a PC port of Destiny, so that's probably going to be the way I go when we get down to it. All right. And before we go any further, let's get some... How do I go check my unread mail? I have 8 unread mails. I have to go to a mailbox? Nonsense. Leaving a resting zone. I didn't even know there were resting zones in this game. Oh, I gotta go to my ship's holo terminal. How do I get there? Actually, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to my ship's holo terminal. The Reylo theory, Penguin, is the theory that it's the theory that Kylo Ren and Rey are or will be an item. And this theory, I'll link it in chat in a minute if you want to go listen to it. It's a long one, so I wouldn't listen to it while we're live, but it's about a 40-minute theory. I have a strong one of our guests that comes back regularly, Harley Quinn. She actually is a strong proponent of this theory. Basically, well, I think she's a strong proponent. She's asked me about it about 3 or 4 times, to which I've always given sort of mediocre responses, I think. But apparently it's a big thing. Apparently fans really like this. But the theory is that essentially there's enough nuanced sort of things in passing where, you know, Kylo Ren is saying stuff or Rey is saying stuff back to where there's a special tenderness that is unparsimonious. There's a back and forth that's uncharacteristic of Kylo Ren's normal instability and his normal sense of coldness and cruelty. So, yeah. Man, I don't know how to play this game. I saw you playing Mad Max, man. How's Mad Max? Is that a good one? Is that Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's playing music. I've Mad Max, when I saw the trailers of it, it looked to me like it was a little bit like that game Rage, but with better cars, better vehicles. D9, what's happening, man? Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming and hanging out. D9, what do you think about the theory that Kylo Ren and Rey are a love interest? I can't find my vehicle. How do I get to my vehicle? Oh, here's I can check my mail. The war we trust. Take that. Don't even care about it. Delete. Jaza, delete. Darth Brass, delete. There are no attachments. It's warning me not to delete the attachments. Oh, there is attachments right there. Thank you. Delete. What are you doing, Dancy? Wife coming in dancing. Sort of like the Batman series. I played Batman Arkham Asylum. I really enjoyed it, and it's on my bucket list to go back to Arkham City. I heard Arkham Origins, or Arkham City Origins, not so good. Not as good of a game. More of a cash-in. I heard. I don't really know.
Yo.
Hey, hey!
I think I need to restart.
You better restart.
Not my computer. I think I need to restart XSplit.
Is your stuff not doing too well?
Well, maybe it is. I don't know.
You have a chilling sense of wonder about technical difficulties. Normally, you're just irritated at this point, and now you're like, huh, maybe.
Well, I just restart it. Oh, I gotta.
Wonder. It's like this.
Well, I was messing with a bunch of stuff, and so I'll forgive it for screwing up right now. I tried to get this dual monitor thing rolling.
Ooh, you got a monitor, huh?
No, it's just my TV screen.
Oh, you got a TV, huh? I don't know.
But yeah, it wasn't. It's like I was looking at it, it's like really choppy or whatever. It's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna try to switch back to the other monitor. And the game, like ever since then, the presentation's essentially been frozen on.
Oh, I see.
On this, or whatever. So I don't know. So.
Sharklock Holmes. Hey, I think I want to call him Sharklock even when he's not dressed as Sherlock. Actually,
It's just Sharklock. That's his name. Or
hey.
Sharklock. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not gonna say mean things about him.
You say that's not. I mean, you know, I don't know what a Charl is, but.
Tay, answer me this question without your normal sass and sniding and rudeness. Where is the place to get back? Yeah, how do I get back to my crap? How do I get back to my ship?
You said without the normal snideness and rudeness.
Yes. How do I get the ambush quest? Galaxy map.
Well, you gotta go to your ship. The place.
Okay, where is the shuttle to and fro ships?
Where are you at? Are you still on Quesh?
I'm on Quesh.
Well, you kind of stay out there, or well, yeah, I guess go back to your ship for now, probably. We're gonna finish up that quest, I think.
I have a holo terminal quest, is why I'm asking.
Yeah, well, it'll probably take you to the next. It'll like say basically like, okay, now go to the next zone, which is so that's just sort of you're done with that planet in terms of your class quest. But all right, let's hope this works. The other thing is, I decided to hook up my camera.
You had a camera. What?
I decided to hook up my actual camera. My new
camera?
one. My one with the thing. The one I told you I got a camera. You don't pay attention to me, but I told you anyway.
Is it a Logitech? I think we talked about this. Is it a Logitech?
Yeah, it's a Logitech.
Is it the one that does the thing where you get rid of the background?
It does that, although it also gets rid of like my arms and part of my head. But
I like that.
I don't have a good chroma key. The blue background's not too bad, but like, oh, where'd my arms go? I don't know. You can go check it out. They're there sometimes. And here's my arm. Oh, here's my arm. Oh, where's my arm? Oh, there it is. It's just like it's got like this thing, so I don't know. Mess with that more. But like, what I hope is that that is not the problem.
Ooh, that would suck.
Yeah. Because if it's like I couldn't imagine it being like that much harder to broadcast this camera than just the onboard camera that it had.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't make that wouldn't make sense to me, but we'll navigate our way over there and find out.
Yeah, dude. How much coin did you drop on that camera?
A bunch.
Like 200, 300?
No.
500?
It's $100 camera. I got it for about 80.
2,000? Not that much.
But I've had it for like 2 months. I had it like since the beginning of June. And I was gonna wait. Until I was an affiliate to bust it out, but I guess it's I suppose it's just like a little bit premature.
That'll be our mission.
Which
tonight.
you know I already have. I have a problem with. I have that problem pretty regularly. So wait, what?
Okay, hold your decent remarks. I'm in a conversation.
And apparently, Moff Meskin did not survive Admiral Monk's ambush. What happened?
It seems to me there was more going on here than you led me to believe.
Figured it out, did you? Yes, apprentice. Admiral Monk was my minion, and I orchestrated the ambush and Darth Vengeance's blunder. Don't let this newfound knowledge confuse you.
What was the purpose of this?
I understand your desire to know more, but I must keep this affair my own for now. All will become clear soon. Now, the final Plan Zero target has been discovered. The hunt for Jedi Knight Zerinder takes you to Hoth. Contact me when you arrive.
Oh man, we gotta go to Hoth. We gotta go with the snow speeders and the AT-AT walkers. Is that what they're called?
They're just called AT-AT walker. I mean, I call them AT-ATs, but AT-AT. The first time I heard AT-AT was like a few months ago in a video, and that was like, that's the right way to think of it. So, all right, AT-AT it is. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I gotta do a story real quick, and then we're gonna go back onto.
I'm gonna
Quesh.
travel back. I'm on Quesh now. I'm gonna travel to the top of the map and just kind of kill stuff while I'm just kind of derping
All right.
around.
Yeah, I'll head over there in a sec. Where is this button? Oh, it's over on the other side. Oh no, I already did. Oh, actually, I already did. Never mind. I'm heading back to Quesh 2.
Quesh?
I have to go to Korriban after this, so we'll go to Korriban.
I must ask you a question.
But I'm shaving it for later. Yeah, look over and see what you think of the camera. I mean, I look like sometimes I look like I'm missing an arm, but Other than that,
Oh no, you're missing an arm. I tabbed over and it gave me a commercial, so you're gonna have to wait till the commercial goes through.
I know. I know what the priorities you put on these things are. The commercial is number one all the time.
All the time. Commercial is of higher priority than your arm. That's what you that's what you need.
Apparently a lot of things are.
Imperial Garrison. Garrison! Oh man, look at you. You look fancy. Oh, Lackley. I kind of want that now. Give it to me. Hey, give it to me. Give it.
Can have it.
Hey, you
can
give
have
me
it
your
for
fist?
200.
Did you show me your fisticuffs? You put those up again. You put them up.
All right, I'm done doing that.
I like how you're dude, it's a little delayed, but I like it. I like the fisticuffs. All right, man.
Yeah, well, and I took so in theory, it was supposed to be over here. I was going to look at this display. But yeah, it was just not. Yeah, well, I was on the cusp of trying to figure it out. And I didn't quite get it. I sort of figured something out, but it's possible it would have been okay if like I just restarted everything.
Dude, that's a bull crap. Like, how big is your screen, man? Is it like 40 inches?
24.
24, I guess, not too bad. Wait. You're talking about your TV's 24 inches?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad. I was thinking
this is like 15.
Frickin' Thorwack likes to play on that whatever 40. Plays League of Legends that 40-inch TV. It's like, what's wrong with you, kid? It doesn't help anybody.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still does that. That might have been a phase.
I mean, when you're, like, if it's, like, right up close, no, it doesn't help. But if it's, like, if I left the TV back where it was, I moved it up. The stand is actually where the camera is located. So I'm using it.
Yeah.
I'm using the stand as a stand-in for an actual stand. I should have, I could have bundled it with a tripod. I don't know if the tripod actually came any cheaper that way, but that would have been the right way to go. Is my assessment now, but it's fine.
$80 might be steep for my blood, at least right now. I want to buy.
Yeah, well, it was on sale at 80, so.
I want to buy.
But I'll sell you mine for 200.
Give me yours for 200.
Any day, man.
I feel like one thing I want to do is to do some. One day, you and I do a couch co-op. And in order to do some of my couch co-ops, we need a TV and we need some of my Xbox games. And so to do that, I feel like I have a capture card's like my first priority. I feel like.
I know. You've made it abundantly clear that you won't play any games. You won't buy anything until your capture card is in hand.
I saw the Absolver game.
That one's hard to recommend, but that's one that I'm pretty excited about. If it streams, that's what I'm going to be doing. When it comes out. That's like 5 weeks away.
I got this close to getting Hello Neighbor.
Thought about it too.
The one that Penguin recommended. But the thing about that one, I'm thinking to myself, like that, it's been released early enough and it's already hitting sales. That'll be on a Steam Nightmare sale when we get closer to the fall, I think. I feel.
Maybe. It's it probably won't be discounted any more than like 20, maybe 30%.
The other thing about that one
At
is
most.
Agony, man. I don't know, like it's dark, it's disturbing. Hey, you continue to make that noise, please. Well,
it's like the wrong style over substance, in my opinion. It might have actual substance, but it's basic. I knew from the moment I saw it that you would be like all about it.
Just because like
that's why I hate it.
Morbid, like because I'm a
no, because it's basically like Dante's Inferno, what you actually probably wanted from that game, right? Like you really wanted to like explore the deep depths of hell and like ooh, and you got some sappy story with some bullcrap.
You know what was
and some dong physics.
There was a lot of dong physics in that game.
Which there's gonna be that in this game. In the Agony, man, there's gonna be it's like worse than dong. There's gonna be like probably genital mutilation out the wall. Like that's all the game is.
That's what that game's about. Yeah.
Genital mutilation simulator 2018 didn't have quite the same ring.
So they're like, oh, let's just call it agony. I mean, that's what gentle mutilation is.
Yeah.
So I think you may be right.
Well, I don't think that I think you'll enjoy looking at it and like kind of exploring it. I would never stream that game because, it's just like pornographic, man. It's like graphic on the level of pornography with stuff that's not enjoyable. So
I only enjoy enjoyable nudity. Anyway, what I was gonna say is the only thing I'm really worried about from that game, just on everything I've seen so far, is
just like your soul being devoured by demons while you play it.
Soul being sucked into that game. No, the only thing I really worry about is actually the redness and the dankness getting monotonous. I feel like the trailer seemed to have one scenery, and I think, okay, how many hours can you deal with just red, basically, like red everywhere all the time? And I'm like, that's.
I kind of figured that's just how you see the world, but no, I guess not.
That's how Ruinous might see things.
Or you, whoever you are.
Whoever I am. I don't know, man. It just seems like maybe that could be too much. If there's one particular style of horror or one particular, I don't know. Every game has to have some kind of like change it up a little bit. Like you got to break up the monotony, right? It's like
yeah, I can't imagine that it'll. I mean, When I saw, well, I started watching the trailer and I was like, yeah, I can't watch this whole thing, so I skipped through a little bit. Do we want to do these guys? Nah, those guys, who cares about them? Get back up on your bike. Crap, I can't get on my bike. Oh, crap, I can't get on my bike. All right, I'll just run over here. Anyway. When I saw it, it definitely felt like it's trying to be like, I don't know, like the feel I got from it was like, oh, they're basically, their mindset going into this, or perhaps a possible mindset was like, oh, let's be a more graphic, like Dante's Inferno, right? Let's like that's sort of the hell I feel like they're displaying.
Could be, but even Dante's Inferno had change of scenery. Like they had like all kinds
no, I can't imagine that at all. I mean, it's gonna. I kind of got that vibe. I don't know how faithful they'll be to Inferno. I don't know all the stuff that happens in Inferno. I've only read like, I don't know, like 80% of it, I think, and I got bored, and I forgot all of it. So, and I saw you play some of that game. And I saw the dongs.
That game honestly wasn't a bad game.
I think the problems you had with it would have probably pissed me off because they were mostly gameplay issues.
Yeah, there was toward the end, it was like the last couple levels were just pointlessly elongated so as to not make a short game. I would have preferred a shorter game that just goes on sale a little quicker, and then I'd enjoy the heck out of it.
I kind of feel like games are starting to move more in that direction where they're actually like so we talked about Hellblade a little bit yesterday.
Yeah.
Hellblade is sort of let's kill this person. Hellblade seems like that sort of thing. Like it's supposed to be a really beautiful game, a really like intense sort of like moment game. Yeah. But it feels like it's not supposed to be like super long, right? And its starting price point is $30. This Absolver game, the starting price point is $30 as well. And I like this trend. Because they're like AAA titles, right? Like they're, or at least semi. I don't know about Absolver, might be somewhere in between, but
well, I think.
But they're done by real studios with real polish and real like whatever. But also, you know, they're starting to make them a little bit more. What's the word? Oh, we went the wrong way.
We gotta go this way.
They're starting to make games a little bit more, perhaps, price point accessible. Like. I think there might actually, if these, like I said, that's part of why I want to support those kinds of games too. Is I like the model that's being displayed, and I don't know what Agony's going to be like, but I feel like
AAA means not like a major developer, right? Or what do you mean by AAA?
AAA means like high quality, typically a major developer. Doesn't have to be a major developer, but It's usually like the high quality, big budget game.
Oh, we missed
But
one.
like,
I'm gonna go back.
it's just a bonus, but yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Should I go back?
I saw one.
Nah,
I
I can't bike up. I can't bike up, so I'm not gonna do it.
Just see if you can see one. Like, I don't know if your draw distance is further than mine. See if you can see one like around somewhere.
Nah, it's fine. We'll figure it out, or we won't. We might have to walk back out of here. So the other thing about it is, even if you do charge full price, $60 for a shorter game, what's more important than a long story mode is more replayability. And that was another thing that Dante.
That's what I always tell the
suffered
ladies.
from.
Oh, you said story mode. Okay.
All right. Anyway, yeah. So, this guy. Why did you uproot me? Listen, no one's uprooting you, fatty.
I'll uproot him.
Quiet broker, we're not alone.
Did you see my cape just fluttering out?
Yeah, I was playing with my camera with my lack of arms.
It doesn't look bad. The lack of arms doesn't look bad.
I know it like sort of just randomly cuts out when if I don't move around too much, it's fine. I gotta get a green screen background.
True Jedi need only the Force.
The blue one is just the.
Oh,
Did
that
you
was
stab me in the leg?
Synchronized blade drawing, man.
I think you stabbed me in the leg though.
Oh, this guy's got the noob sabers. Yeah, I did stab you in the leg.
Yeah, he don't have a chance if he's got noob sabers.
I want a staff, man. Tell me where I can get a staff from.
Telling you, you'd have to have played the different class that I didn't let you play. Sorry, man.
Hey, ouch.
What was he running?
Oh, I force choked him before he got to the lava.
Watch your step, Jedi.
Well, what? He was gonna jump in there anyway.
He's gonna probably try to jump over it, maybe.
Nice try, broker.
No, we were both voted the same thing. Hey, what? What?
What he's winking? There's a scene in the Scoundrel story that is, do you want to do that bonus quest outside, or do you want to, like, not work?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, then we can port back after that. There's a scene in the Scoundrel story I found yesterday where you have the option to kill a hut.
Yeah.
And it's a lot cooler than just slicing them. You, like, toss a grenade in their mouth. You just get, like, a bunch of guts splattered back. You only see this green ooze just, like, splash over everything. That was pretty funny, man.
That was pretty funny. There was a movie, Tremors. They do something like that. They put a little grenade or something inside the little worms.
Yeah, I thought it was just. I felt bad about killing him because it was sort of just like a dick thing to do for no reason. And it cause kind of counter to the mission I felt, and like that character is sort of like only in it for the money, and it was sort of like counter to their money mission. But when I saw the scene, I was like, yeah, it was worth it.
Boom. Ah, frick. Now we gotta do other things? What?
Skip it or skip it.
Alright, going back to the ship.
Hit the quick travel back to
The
Imperial Base.
We were talking about something before. You were talking about a video game. We were talking about
Agony, maybe? I don't
we
know.
moved from Agony. We were talking about I don't remember. It was before that conversation. You were telling me something. Oh, I said replayability. I basically am gonna say that I'm okay with paying higher prices for shorter games, shorter story mode games, if the replay value, in my opinion, is more important than story mode. So if you have to cut the story short, but then there's a lot of stuff to do, keep it fun for many hours past the initial playthrough, right? That's
many hours of fun.
What I when I was complaining to Hodge about Path of Exile, it was basically Path of Exile is really, I don't think, a bad game. I just think it really doesn't come close to Diablo's replayability. Like, and there, you say there are people that go back to it. I'm sure they are, and I'm sure for them it's fun. I'm sure. I think they probably have a blast. But I just think there's just not as much. There's not as much in Path of Exile as there is in like the way they kind of do it in some of the Blizzard. I think Blizzard has the end game thing down. Basically, I think they have it.
Where are you going? Come this way.
Oh wait,
I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, we gotta go talk to this guy again. Remember?
Oh nope. What's going on, man?
Yeah, I think I was gonna give Path of Exile a shot and never really got around to it, but
you'd like it. I think it's a good game. You would like it more than I did, I think.
Well, I think I might have even tried it, like sort of like yeah, I'm not interested right now. But I don't like every game that you think I would like. But really, I only said that because you said you think I would like it.
I think you would like it if you ever give it a chance. I think you'd like. Well, I'd say I don't know if you like. Yeah, you like it more than I did.
So says you.
Hey, I'm standing on your table. How do you feel about this rudeness?
We don't care about that table.
Excellent. The Republic will be furious. You have my thanks, and that of my council. We'd still be fighting over Quesh's mines if not for your help.
I have yet to meet a challenge I can't conquer.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That is why Quesh still needs you.
The Republic's still fighting.
Yeah, we're out of here, man.
Pile up enough bodies
Yeah.
here, they'll retaliate on other planets. Then we'll have our war.
But first, enjoy your victory.
I feel I
Quesh
want
will
to choke
soon
that guy
be
again.
ours, and the Republic grows more furious by the day.
Furious.
Boom. Now I gotta go. So I'm not gonna go to Hoth. I'm gonna go to your place.
Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah, I'll go do. I gotta go. Well, you were following my story at the beginning. Remember, we were like together.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go talk to that guy who was like a jerk to me the entire time.
Oh yeah.
I gotta go get an apprentice from him.
Wait a minute.
Or something like that.
Wait a minute. Where do I go? I go this way. Quesh.
Yeah, so we're just going to Korriban. Like, you can either fly there on your own or you can come in my ship, but
I'm going to your ship. I want to make fun of your people. Tell them I don't like them.
well, they don't like you.
They probably don't like me because I don't like them. So, can't think. I think that's probably all I'm really excited for. There's Agony.
Yeah, of course.
I think that's basically it.
But, like, it looks like one of the most horrible games ever. I don't know. Gameplay might be interesting. I just can't imagine that game being fun.
Like, too scary, too disturbing. You think it'd be too
just too like brutal for brutality's sake, right? Let's go to the orbital station so you can get on my ship.
I went to my ship. Crap. That's not.
Oh, that's fine. Just go to Korriban, man.
All right, I'm going to Korriban.
That was just your plan, wasn't it?
Well, I wanted to get the Korriban for free. Wanted you to pay the $700 or whatever it takes.
It's not even that. And you're complaining that you went over the escrow.
I can't. I am over the escrow, but now it's a status thing.
Yeah, well, that's a...
dude, I can't even travel to Korriban. It only wants me to go to Hoth.
Well, it's not gonna be here. Hold on, I'll tell you. It's not gonna like be a circle thing. It's gonna be like a smaller thing. I think in the. Let me go look on my map. For me, it's gonna be a circle thing.
Oh, I see. You gotta kind of like click them roughly.
Yeah, you got all these different places.
Yeah.
It's in the top right, near the Imperial fleet, and there's Droman Kaas and Korriban.
Yavin 4? Man, we can go to Yavin 4? What?
Well, and also it costs 0 to go there.
Crap, now I don't have any reason for wanting to go with you.
Just for the company.
Yeah, we could have hung out. We could have talked about Agony some more.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably over dramatizing it, how I feel towards it.
You don't feel that bad. You're just not interested.
Yeah, I watched the trailer and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this game would be. Like, I feel like it would be a breach of the terms of service to to play this game on Twitch.
I guess I'd have to switch it to mature audience, huh?
Oh, that would have to you're gonna have to go to mature audience and then some, I think.
Didn't you say there's a video game rating for like adult only content?
Yeah, AO. I mean, if they don't actually so that's actually an independent board. They would probably get. I doubt they'll get an AO rating because nobody's gonna want an AO rating, right?
They won't develop their game so as to get an AO rating because it'll be.
Yeah, like nobody. You can't actually sell it in stores, and even though everything's online now, you could probably put it on your website or whatever. You couldn't probably put it on Steam. You probably couldn't put it on these other whatevers, right?
Yeah. Those dang whatevers.
Those dang whatevers, frickin' whatevers.
Korban Orbital Station.
Yeah. From there, I'm going to Korban.
So you develop your own fighting style. So is it? I mean, I feel like you'd have to have incredibly clean mechanics to develop your own fighting style. And what does that possibly mean? Like, my imagination has you almost like. I don't know what that means. I mean,
it's like you collect moves, right? Like you collect different combat moves.
Yeah.
And you select which ones you're gonna use in combat, like which ones you map to the key. But like you get to decide like what goes in, and as you work on them, you discover new things or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's take these 2 quests as well since we're here.
What's up, Star Killer man? How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. I was actually playing.
I have these 2 quests here.
Okay. I was playing Overwatch with Jedi the other day.
Uh-huh.
And every time I got a new guest, he'd be like, welcome. Like, he would just say welcome, but like say it in the back of his throat.
Not one of his soundboard things?
No, it's just his face, man. I guess his face is a soundboard. Dude, Korban, this is the very first planet we were on. What are we doing here? I hate this place.
I have a mission here, man. I don't know.
Let's go in there. Let's go in this hole. Where are we going?
Well, we can do these ones here first if you want.
Renegade Rubitude, is it? Or is it Renegade Steal Everything Off the Sacred Planet Mars? I feel like that's where we're at.
Steal everything off the Sacred Planet Mars. It's Quinn. Is it? Here, just hit. Oh well. Okay.
Hey, why'd you kill those? Why'd you one-shot those people? Sith don't one-shot people.
Neither do Jedi.
Neither do Jedi. Jedi don't like to kill people. They only kill people very reluctantly.
I just want to explore and see if you can actually get like gear from these heroics. My mouse is wonky. The frick. It's doing some weird stuff.
So what's the point of Korriban? Is this like an ancient Sith? Like, what is all this stuff?
Yeah.
I should have paid attention.
In KOTOR, it's like a recently discovered ancient Sith burial ground where the Sith are training.
This game is essentially after KOTOR. And
like
KOTOR
300
2.
years or something.
Yeah.
Several hundred years at least. And the reason it matters, I guess, is just like the dark side power here that's lingered for a long time or something.
Well, you found your little monster. Hey, bring him back. I don't like her. Get her out of here.
Yeah, but she's like Betty. I don't know.
She may be like Betty, but didn't you say replace me as a friend with one of your little groupies? I thought you said that.
What?
I thought you said you replaced me as a friend by one of your little groupies. I think one of your little peeps.
Any and all of them.
Oh yeah, and then he's like, he's a warrior, he's a tank, and he's level 53, and I was like, oh no!
I don't know what we're talking about.
It's a conversation.
Wow, we're just destroying this. This is like...
Yeah, there's nothing
Wait,
there.
it scales us down to level, but like...
It don't matter. None of this part matters.
Not enough, I don't think.
I mean, you remember what Lendl was doing to this stuff when we were in here?
He wasn't in here, man.
Yeah, he was. This is where we played. Not this heroic, but just this area.
I don't remember him being in the actual this part with us. We did mostly the other thing. I thought.
I don't know what the other thing is, but
The fighting in the space sky.
no, wait, no, he came the first day. The very first day we met, Dole, he came here.
Okay, so okay. Anyway, you have one pending, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's gear. It's good gear.
I need to go sell. I need to go sell my stuff. How do I get back to town to get more stuff?
Well, just hang on.
Oh crap! I'm very close to reaching the maximum of 200,000 credits.
There's like a problem that you can't be helped with. Gotta go finish this other heroic. Do you have enough space for another box?
Let me look. Nope.
Okay, well.
Well, I can throw away some junk. Hang on. Yeah, I do.
Throw away some junk. There's a selling guy at the front of this entrance. That's not here, but
Throw it away.
take it easy.
Take it easy.
Yeah, my mouse is like, it feels slightly choppy.
I've had that before. Do you have a wireless mouse or is it wired?
Wired. And it'd probably be fine if I just restart everything. But messing with the dual monitors, which I don't think is going to work very well. At least not without a real monitor.
Yeah.
And even that, like, I feel like this computer may not be cut out for dual monitors. Like dual displays, it's just sort of like, yeah, a little bit iffy. Oh, this isn't far enough. So I'll probably just stick with this. I have other other laptops, other computers that I can that I can use. Oh wait.
What are you doing there?
I can't get in unless I kill this guy. Alright. So it's probably just like set up another computer or something. If I need to, like, now with this setup, my chat, being able to look at my chat is like a lot further away than it was before. So now I'm gonna probably notice it even less. It's okay. Nobody chats in there.
Nobody chats.
Although Waffle sometimes comes by and says cool things.
He does. He does a pretty good job of coming up with new cool things to say.
Yeah, I think that's what he does all day, man.
He just thinks of them.
He's just like, what could be cold? What could be cold?
Say cool things, Waffles. Oh man, more buggies on this other side.
Plus that other guy, the monster guy, doesn't speak any English, man.
I know, that's why I like him. I like him because his face looks a little bit inside out.
As it does. Play with the newbie. See if they're any good.
Bring Malavi Quinn, he's my newbie. Thinks he's so smart, actually.
Yeah, well, that's just what he does. Click this button.
The tablet.
The button tablet.
Oh crap, I can't select that. I don't have any space in my... I'll just leave him in pending till I get back to town.
Blasphemer.
Blasphemy.
That is pretty good.
Pretty easy. Easy ways to
Well,
get
it's pretty good
smokes.
XP. It was like super easy. And good gear too.
Gotta
Wow,
get upgrades,
good.
man.
We'll just have to go to all the low planets and do the heroics because they get harder. They do get harder. I mean, they're not the only thing.
I knew it. That's number 3.
Did you take an over under on him? And he's smart, like, here, come talk to this guy. He sells stuff.
Where you at? Hey, buy all my stuff.
Please use all products only as intended.
Boo.
Let's go this way.
One second. What are these medium credit cases?
They're just credits. Just click them, you get credits.
Oh wait, I'm too close to the maximum.
Alright, just leave them in your inventory. They take up space. You do what you gotta do.
I know what I have to do.
Delete them.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength. Can you help me kill his dad?
Yeah.
Whoa! Look at me, shiny. Take it.
Wanna be shiny. No?
Wanna be shiny, shiny.
Actually, it's...
blood.
I don't think that's... I think you're,
That how it goes?
Yeah. I was singing a song from Moana. You're mixing the word shiny into Lord, I think.
Royals.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Straight upgrades, Lackey. Who's the guy with the good ideas? That one.
I really don't know anymore.
Use all products only as intended.
Look at all these, dude. 4 straight upgrades, man. Alright.
Straight up upgrades?
Unfriend. No, just kidding.
What? Like, I'm cool with it. Like, trust me. I don't... Well, what for? Which thing did I say that did it? Because I want to make sure I know which button this was.
No, it's not what you said. It's the fact that you gave me a good idea. Like, how to go get easy upgrades.
Yeah, man. Well, let me, like, anybody have any other easy ideas I can give them? Shoot. This almost got me to unfriended. I'm, like, excited now.
Bam. No, because, like, you know what Sith do? They'd be like, ha ha ha, you could be my master. I don't care anything for you. I'm just gonna learn your secrets and then delete you. And I'm a Sith, man. And so you taught me the one thing that I needed to learn from you, so.
That's good.
Just
Way to go. Way to go, all of us.
Alright, where am I going? We going out of Korriban?
To me.
To you. To you.
To me.
What are you gonna do for Cthulhu Cathoi's days?
Nothing.
You're not
I
gonna.
gave up.
You're done. You're done on Cthulhu,
No, I finishing the game I've been playing.
which is called Cthulhu. It's Call of Cthulhu, and it's called. There's a subtext.
Yep, there is.
Called.
I'll type it in the group chat, and then you can pretend like you came up with it.
Diamond Dallas Page. Oh, Dark Corners of the Earth.
Diamond Dallas Page. Cthulhu. Call it Cthulhu. Diamond Dallas Page.
Nope.
Yeah. I'll probably finish it tomorrow.
Dark
I actually will
Corners.
probably make sure I finish it tomorrow.
So I watched your recap. The first town you're in, everyone's not that spastic face that they have in the second town. Is there drugs? What's happening with people's faces? Let me ask you that question.
I
feel like everyone's like,
That's pretty accurate.
what's up with everyone's face in that game, man? They don't move their lips. They're always completely behind their teeth, and their eyes are bugging out their skulls, and they talk like just Talk like Cookie Monster, all of them.
I thought it was pretty fun. I think it's just they're trying really hard to make them weird. And they do a good job. No, there is something like a contagion or something, but it's like it seems like it's something that's essentially agreed upon, right? Like we're cool with being contagioned. Yeah. Like they basically give themselves over to Dagon.
You better mind your own business. I don't know. It's
we
funny.
don't like outsiders here.
What I don't like about, what I didn't understand, maybe I just didn't understand it from the recap, because I for sure didn't go back and watch the whole.
Yeah, don't watch 3 hours or something unless you really like me.
Even liking you, man, I would, if I really liked you, I would go delete the 3. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Anyway, from the recap, I didn't gather why. A couple things, maybe you could fill me in for some plot holes, but why don't, like, you pretty early on they're like, we don't like outsiders, and then they free the girl, they free the thing that kills the girl.
Well, it gets free. It's sort of my
free. Yeah. Well,
my guy blames himself, but
yeah, you open the little shutter, and then it's like, oh man, I killed her by opening that shutter. Anyway. But then, okay, so then the guys come in, right, and they're like, we're crooked cops, we're gonna cover this up, you better keep your mouth shut. But why is it that at that point they don't haul you off and just kill you?
I don't know. They want to make it look like an accident.
I mean, you're fine, they want to make it look like an accident, but you're a loose end then, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well, I think it's more like the order didn't come down. They can't just kill every outsider. People get suspected. Actually, that like in the second half of it, basically it's that Lucas Mackey guy is like he's with the government. The government is basically suspicious of what's going on because like too many outsiders disappear or something.
Except he's like a traitor sort of, or he's turning a blind eye essentially.
No, he's the opposite sort of. He's there under the auspices of being like.
A food safety guy. Or something.
Yeah, like a inspector of something, and. He's actually...
Where are you taking us?
Over here, man. He's actually, like, someone from the government. They're investigating. Or at least that's what he says, right?
Dude, I can't get... Oh, no, I can maybe. Hold on. Nope, I can't get in there. My class is not eligible for that phase.
Huh, okay, well, then I'm gonna mute you.
Oh, crap. Oh, just crap. Actually, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna take a quick break, grab a bite, and I'll BRB. A couple seconds. Back. Let's see if Lackey's done with his phase. Lackey, you done with your phase? Hey, Lackey. Hey, Lackey. No, he's not done yet. But it's okay. No harm, no foul. Let's go ahead and drop back in. Drop back into some Star Wars. Star Killer, I'm not sure if you're still there. If you are, what do you think about Reylo, man? What is this? Off-world orientation. Gotta go to the shuttle. I think I gotta go to the shuttle.
All right, I'm back. Where are you going? Going to the shuttle?
Yep, getting off this rock. I hate this place.
You have any fast travels open?
I do.
Which one?
All of them.
Can you get your port to your ship yet?
How did we do that again? Oh, that's the. Hold on. Let me try. Nope. Insufficient legacy level.
Does it tell you what level you need?
Nope.
Like if you mouse over it?
I mouse over it, nothing happens.
Okay.
Please select the currency you would like. It doesn't matter, man. I can't do it.
I can tell you for sure that it happens between legacy.
Oh man, Vivanton, thanks for the sub, my friend. Boom. I appreciate that. I think you're my first sub ever.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, we gotta celebrate, man! My first sub. You're inducted into the entire history of my Twitchdom. Fun stuff.
What a jerk! Won't even follow me. Sub to you. What are you guys like family? Bullshit.
He says yesterday he told you it was tempting, man. You tempted him. He offered to lower his term by a couple days. He was like tempting.
It's only 43 if you subbed it, if you follow today.
Listen, let me tell you, Vivanton, you have the opportunity to push Lackey into affiliate.
Don't tell him that. Then he definitely won't sub.
You have, I know, right? You have the opportunity. Well, we need to find one other person. If we could get one other person to subscribe, Mr. Vivanton, would that do anything toward your? You could get a 2-for-1 special. You're inducted into the entire history of two people's Twitch careers, in that you were my first sub ever, and you were the one who pushed Lackey into affiliate status.
Lendl sent me a salt emoji.
Little salty.
I don't know what that means, but if it means justified and vindicated, yes.
Yes, I'll take it.
So can you quick travel?
No, I can't. I could do my fleet pass or something.
Yeah, let's just travel around over here or something. Okay, you can do, well, yeah, I don't, the fleet pass, yeah, don't matter.
Yeah. Well, what's going on, YouTube?
Not this way.
Actually, Star Killer, are you there? Dude, I want to get you a person, man. I want to get you some. I feel like if I can get you to 49, then that may be a selling point for Vivanton. It may not. He may just say, "Screw it, I'll be extra cruel."
If Vivanton happens to be my 50th follow, I'll unban him with no penalty. But if he's 49 or 51 or anywhere else, like,
he's done forever.
No, well, no, it's just 43 days.
Dude, I'm so happy
man.
I'm so happy that I got my first sub.
Way to go, getting tricking family members into making you feel special. What is family for? Am I right?
What is family for? Yeah, pip.
Where'd you go?
I don't know. I'm trying to find my way off this rock.
Did you not go up that elevator?
I did, but now I feel like it's taking me the wrong way around. So
no, it's fine. Just follow me.
I mean, no, I'm not following you.
Well, somebody follow. Let's find out who it is. Hey, Vivanton! I think that makes you 49, though.
You're still banned. He could just unfollow you, man.
I can unban him, but you better not unfollow. What's the,
We need to get you one more, man. We just gotta get you
what's
one more follow.
76? Is that what it is? Vivant on 76?
Vivant on 76.
No longer banned from this room, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. You better not post anything profane. But
Okay,
thanks for
so
following.
I'm going to my ship, right? I'm going to my ship.
Yeah, we're going to our ships, and then I gotta use my ship on intercom. But I'm gonna guess I'll be going to Hoth after that.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna find you an extra. I can't. It's gonna irk me. I cannot not have you. I cannot have you at 49. We gotta get you. He says, haha, it still says I'm banned.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It tells me Vivant on 76 is no longer banned from this room.
All right, let me see if I can get you a follow. Hang on a second.
Might take a minute. Oh, there you go. Listening to bullet streams hurts your head. Listening to Josh talk hurts my head. So, but thanks for following, man. It was a funny joke, but now it's like it's good.
All right, I'm gonna see. Hold on, I'm gonna click some peeps. I need to figure out who I can get to follow you. Does Beamar follow you?
I don't know. Yeah, man, he auto-hosted me. I auto-host him too.
Crap, I don't have any other friends online, man.
Get to it. Let's get to it organically.
Let's get to it organically. That makes it better, huh? That makes
Or
it
whatever,
seem
right?
less fake.
Like,
yeah.
Well, it doesn't. I mean, I'm cool with it being fake, but I gotta talk to my ship's intercom.
Are we going to Hoth?
Probably.
I'm going to Hoth. What's going on, Vivonton, man? Are you, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a little while. We need to, grab a brewski. We need to grab a brew and visit and hang out. Lots to catch up on, I feel like. Maybe not.
Yeah, Hoth.
Okay, going to Hoth.
We'll probably both have to talk on our ship's intercoms or something when we get there. Our ship holo terminal.
Oh, 1,000? Crap, dude.
You're not gonna be so close to getting over the limit now. And you hate paying, you hate paying money for something. Alright, I gotta use my ship's intercom, so I'm muting again.
Very good. Now that Admiral Monk and the War Trust have fallen to your might, all that remains is Jedi Knight Zerinder. Zerinder has dedicated himself to the Republic like no other. He's led our enemies to many cunning victories. Not only is he a symbol of inspiration for the Republic, he's been a thorn in my side for a long time.
Is he a legitimate target for Plan Zero, or is this just a vendetta?
Why can't it be both? The satisfaction will be compounded when he is no more. Intelligence reports suggest that he has brought his troop of elite special ops to seek a secret superweapon. I can uncover no information about this weapon, only that it was lost in the wreckage of one of the crashed starships from the war.
Once I stop Zerinder, whatever he's after will be inconsequential.
Zerinder isn't one to waste time on anything less than a critical mission. His death is the primary goal. But I want to know what he seeks. Your contact on the surface is Commander Langlin. He's been tracking Zerinder and should be ready to meet you at the Imperial base. The commander occasionally bites off more than he can chew. But he's been
I'm listening to
mission
Darth
cannot
Barris
afford
and his
anything
scheming.
less than perfection. Zerinder
His
is the last
skeebies?
target.
Scheming.
Report to
Oh.
me
I
the
feel like
nature of the
he's weak.
superweapon he seeks. Get this right.
How many days?
Oh, Matt. Oh, Matt.
Yeah, that's actually, unfortunately, I don't think I can hear the word week without thinking all 7 days. Just like I can't hear the word souls without thinking 3 days.
Vetty is faking sick. What the heck?
A little snow won't stop me. I'm ready for action.
You just don't like the cold?
I'm gonna zap her for not liking the cold.
Poor Vetty.
Poor Vetty. Trying to get out of it. Okay. So I think I'm good. Contact Commander Lanklin? Lanklin.
I got something similar.
Dude, your face looks like you belong on Hoth because you got the thing on your face that's making you...
That's why I got it, man. I was like, I know Hoth is coming up. And I also know Tatooine actually already happened. So... No, I was not at the max, but I was, I had credits, and I was like, well, we'll just try to get a low budget outfit that looks cool. And I got the coolest looking one.
Dude, I'm a little bummed out. I wanted to talk to, Harley gave me an assignment. She said, go learn about Reylo. I learned all about Reylo, and she's not here. I'll have to...
She'll show up later, man.
Maybe she'll show up later. Maybe she'll show up tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's Cthulhu Cathoi's days. But, yeah. Maybe, I don't know, man.
As a joke, though, like, all the Reylo information is just posted by fans to mess with, like, non-fans.
Yeah. Could be, man.
Alright.
I just did my homework. I did my studies. And that's it. It's the end of that story.
That's a very bad story.
Very sad, very sad.
This is why we gotta get to writing stories. We can learn. I'm like, that's not a good story.
Entering story area. What the heck? I tried to leave my ship and I didn't leave my ship. What happened?
Oh. Did you go to Hoth?
I'm in Hoth. I think I'm in Hoth. Ooh,
are you at your ship? Are you outside? Where'd you go?
Let's see. I'm trying to leave the door of my ship.
Looks like you succeeded.
Nope. Maybe I did. I don't know.
Well, I can go into your phase now, so.
Alright. Alright.
I've come to hijack your ship.
Okay, get off my ship. Get off my ship.
Get off my ship. Forget that guy. We don't care about Ensign, whatever.
Where are you at? Are you in my phase? Yeah.
No, I went forward. I did the thing. What are you doing?
I was trying to get out. I was trying to go through the place. Okay, you go in this ship?
Yeah.
Dude, why about all these orbital bases? I'm done with it. Why? What does this do?
This gives you more time to load the planet, maybe? I don't know. They just don't like you.
Alright, what are these things? Are these little miniature AT-ATs? They're dumb. These guys are stupid.
You're those guys.
How do these things even walk? These things are crazy. Okay.
I don't even know. Who cares? They're periphery at best.
They were in my periphery.
Yeah, so don't look at them.
I'm looking. Tell me not to look.
Stop looking at them. Probably do heroics here too. Just for fun.
Funsies?
Alright, do yours first.
Yeah, that other one looked red, so I don't want to go there.
Commander Lanklin.
My lord,
well, you can't go in without me.
Commander Lanklin's second in command. You've arrived sooner than expected. The commander is in the field, tracking Jedi Zerender, but has failed to report in. His tracer beacon hasn't moved for quite some time.
Sounds like he was careless.
One doesn't have to be careless on Hoth to fall victim. This planet is a pitfall of hazards. There's a massive Republic presence, and all manner of power-hungry alien pirates. Our forces are stretched thin. A rescue party for Commander Lanklin would take several days to put together.
I cannot afford delays. You and Lanklin are taxing my patience.
Apologies, my lord. I believe the commander was successfully tracking the target. I'm not sure what went wrong. Here is the location indicated by the tracer beacon. It's in hostile territory. There are rumors of a heavily defended pirate stronghold in that sector. It will be hard to get in.
I'm real good and stuff.
Tougher the better.
Oh, okay.
Pirates hate the Empire. If
That was
Commander
basically what I
Rankin
said,
has
actually.
fallen into their clutches,
Yeah.
I hate to think what's happened.
Sounds to me like you just hate to think. How about let's just leave it at that.
I like to think what happened.
Hey, let me.
Yeah, I think I screwed my stuff up just a little bit trying to do dual monitors today, but so it's like it's a little bit choppy. Not terrible.
Truly an honor and a surprise. I'm afraid no ships have landed on Hoth in ages, unless it's a crash.
Is that the
Actually,
same
name
thing as
Star
landing?
Runner sounds familiar. If I may ask,
Crash
what do
landing.
you need the ship for? You're here on Darth Thanoson's behalf, naturally.
That's not yours to know.
Of course, my lord. It was rude of me to ask. Star Runner.
What are you doing? You're putting your fingers
This ship
inside
crashed
that
years
disc?
ago. It's buried under a few
That's how I do,
tons
man.
of snow by now.
It's like pressing buttons that there's no buttons to
No.
press
Give
there.
me a few months to get a recovery team on it.
He's like, yeah, I'm an IT guy. I know how to use computers. Starts sticking his finger in the little diskette hole.
Is there a faster solution?
Well, I mean, there's an Imperial Reclamation Service team you could take command of, if you wanted. It's just, the lieutenant in charge is a little odd. Too much time digging in tombs, you understand.
One moment you're seeking artifacts of unspeakable power, and the next you're flying halfway across the galaxy hunting ghosts.
Well then, maybe you and Lieutenant Alice Trellick will get along after all. I'm afraid I can't...
Well, this has become an episode of that show, Ghost Hunters.
Yeah.
Like, way out in
Well,
the
you
way
guys,
searching for
he has no
Sister
reason
Temple
to not be a ghost
on
hunter
Hoth of
because he
all
believes in
places.
ghosts, man.
Good luck, my lord.
What? Ghosts exist in this world, man.
Yeah, well, let's go look at these graphs. These seem really important, actually.
You do what you gotta do. I'm actually gonna shut the game down and start right back up. So give me a second.
Are you? Oh, I just got kicked out of your face, you jerk! Jerk! I was looking at the graphs.
Oh well, tragedy, I'm sure.
So ultimately, I'm gonna tell you what I think. I might have to tell Harley about this, but
You did your homework, so you're
I
not
don't-
gonna not
we're
use
not gonna-
this.
Well, here's what I just realized. I realized I've made it as my tag. So if anyone comes in and expects conversation on Reylo, I've done an injustice if I don't at least touch on it. And it might come up in search. Like Reylo is a word, right? So it might come up in searches that people say Reylo, and then they hear this, and so whatever. And I'll just mark it in the comments that here's the time that we talked about Reylo. Anyway, you shut up. You shut up.
Here's the time that we talked about Reylo.
It was just kind of mountains of the video I watched, about 40 minutes, is mountains of evidence for it being like possible. The problem I have with the argument is the problem that I probably fall victim to this myself, like I make this mistake myself, but basically the problem is like something is possible, therefore it must be true. Like they make a case for its plausibility, but not for its actual conclusion.
I think that's how theory works, man. I think theory is essentially that. Like, whether it's philosophy, whether it's Star Wars theory, it's like, because this is the possibility, therefore, here's how I'm gonna present it to you like it's a 100% certain fact.
Yeah. They rule out, one of the things they do at the beginning is they rule out Finn and Rey, which I'm okay with. I think that's fine.
Okay. Did they rule out Finn and Kylo, though?
Hey, you never know.
He didn't kill him. He slashed him in the back.
I feel like Finn is something because when he said, I think I told you this, but when he's like traitor, I just felt like there was something more there than just how you'd be mad with any old scummy, just scum of the earth, you know.
I don't think so. I felt like that was. I feel like any of that added in would be doing an injustice to the character that was displayed on screen.
Okay. Well, he's
if they do that in the 8th, and like in film 8 or whatever, like he's somehow like a secret agent or something,
yeah,
or he's some whatever, then I feel like he didn't play his character right. Like he played his character perfectly for what was displayed on the screen. He didn't
Finn,
play
or...
a character that was like secretly something else. Finn, yeah. That's my opinion.
So, a lot of the stuff, a lot of the threads that tie the two together, the facts that make it plausible, are promotional materials. So apparently somebody said like, oh yeah, it's pretty obvious that there's a love interest, right? And they rule out Finn. So it's like, ooh, well, who else is it? I mean, the only sort of marriageable age ranges really kind of falls to Kylo. And then they kind of take some, there's a Reylo community, basically people who just believe in this theory. And then they start making a bunch of like fan art. And then separately, there starts to be like there's a reaction. From the actual.
Is it equal and opposite?
It's equal and opposite reaction. There's a reaction from the studio that basically shows like, oh, well maybe there is something, and so. But the reaction to me seems like it's like they're hyping it up.
Like, it seems like baiting.
Like yeah, they're baiting it. Like they're encouraging the stuff that the fans are doing. That's what it seemed to me like. Anyway, not like basically trying to encourage the thought to kind of take place. But so one of my thoughts there is like, well, it might have been a thing, but it seems to me like maybe it's less of a chance now that we've made such a big deal of it, because now they want to catch everyone by surprise.
I think sometimes that sort of stuff happens, where the fan fervor over something can actually cool the creator's vision in like a different direction, right?
Yeah, I mean they want to basically do something that's all theirs, right? Creativity kind of works like that in a way.
This is mine. I made it.
One of the pieces of evidence that to me was like, that seems like a stretch, but Maz Kanata tells her like, oh, the people who are coming for you, they're not coming back. Where are we going?
A forward bunker speeder.
The person, the belonging you're looking for, that's forward, not backward. And at that moment, they say that
they show Kylo or something.
Yeah, not that they show it, like, or maybe it was cut from the movie. That Kylo, like, she gets a vision of Kylo, and he says something like, I can't remember, some sort of word, and then she's like, and then she looks over her shoulder as if to see someone there, and they're saying that part's cut from the movie, and also, it's really inconclusive to me, like, what is being said. Like, they're saying, oh, you could hear his voice, and I'm like, I don't even think I heard a voice. Like, I heard a sound effect at best.
Things get cut from movies, but because they don't always work for the movie, or if like the story changes. So I mean, that could have been a possibility at one point, but like if it's cut from the movie, you have to. That actually means something too.
So I think ultimately, I'm okay with the plausibility. I'm in favor of it. I think all this information made me less disposed to believe it than actually more disposed. Just the sources of the content seemed like they were.
I don't. I'm probably against it, just from the perspective of like I wanted Rey to follow Luke's arc and sort of be the one left out.
Yeah.
Right. Because I feel like that lonely. Well, I identify with it for some reason. I don't know. I mean, it's just like just like from a good story perspective. But I'm cool with it. I'm cool with whatever. I feel like, how do I say it? There's been too much reliance on romance to try to tell a story, to try to get investment in a story.
100%.
I really kind of want there to be no romance in this one, but
They're close, boys. We'll find that temple. I can feel it.
I'll do what I have to do. Whatever's fine. But
don't forget the salt. Salt's not the best solution, but it's the only thing that doesn't freeze out here, and solid footing is a must.
I thought I was crazy.
My lord, you can never be too cautious. The dead dislike having their graves rifled, even for posterity. I heard you single-handedly...
Or posterity.
...to the great Chulak Hall. I'm a Naga Sadar man myself, but I'd love to compare notes.
I should have brought my dude with me.
And how may I be of service?
Shut up.
I'm taking over this team in order to locate a ship called the Star Runner.
A ship. Not usually our line, but let's hear it. Maybe we can help.
Oh, I told him.
A bit new for the reclamation service, but artifacts. And a ghost. I've heard that the dead talk down in the tombs, but to see one, oh. I wonder if it'd be possible to make a hollow image.
Nope.
It would depend on the light.
Yes, darker would be better. Engineer Sorrel, do we have any probes that aren't frozen solid?
SWTOR works as good as any in these conditions, sir. She may not look like much, but she's got...
And that we rip somebody's heart out and put it in there.
The captain would have launched a distress beacon before the crash, which would give us a line on the ship.
Not a bad idea.
Beware, my lord. The cold's master out here. My boys and I are going to shift camp. Try to get a better communication setup going. But let us know if you...
Alright. The other thing... A couple of other things that I thought. So let's say... So I don't really believe the theory, but let's say I do.
You do.
I believe the theory now.
Well, you said, like, let's say you do, and then you just stopped. Like,
oh, I didn't even say it.
All right. Yeah, you do. You
Dude,
believe the theory.
Summon a random pet? How do I summon a random pet?
I don't know. Have a pet.
Dude, I don't even have a pet.
Have a random pet to summon.
I'm actually, if that is true, I'm actually really for... So I do feel like he's a creeper. Major, just...
He's a creep.
I used too strong a word in describing it yesterday, but I'm not going to use that word now. I think he's a creep. I think Kylo Ren comes off as a creep. The Sith showing us a power. Maybe not, but even if he's not
I think you're right. I feel like that's also that's an overdone thing in movies where villains have to kind of have that creepiness so that we understand that they're bad.
Yeah,
right.
So, and I probably agree from a movie television perspective. So that's, to me, that's an not insurmountable, but that in storytelling, it seems to me like that's a high hill to climb, to change a character from being a creep, that kind of creep, over
hey,
to...
they went the opposite with Anakin, so...
No, I think he was a creep. What do you
I
mean
don't think his young self was a creep.
Not his episode 1 self, but his episode 2 self was for sure a creep.
Yeah, they went from non-creep to creep. I don't see why they couldn't go the other direction.
I feel like they went creep to non-creep.
They just need to...
Creep to romance is what I'm saying, and I think they did that in episode 2. Well, okay, so let me finish my claim.
Yeah, well, you gotta be better about saying your claims.
Okay, so
I don't get bored and then have to spice it up for you.
The claim goes along with the Anakin Padme claim, where maybe he was forcibly, like unconsciously, but forcibly making her
seducing her.
Yeah, seducing her, making her fall in love with him. That would be a way they can kind of validate the old theory while making this one make sense. Because right now it doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense for Rey to be seduced like that because she's strong in the Force. She's stronger than Kylo naturally. It looked like, right?
Well, which brings me to my next point. What if
she is manipulating him?
What if wild speculation? But what if she actually is Force sensitive or whatever, but because she's so untrained and so just whatever, it's actually like in some way she's getting some of his power. Like the two of them together, they keep on talking about like, so one of the weird kind of creepy things that he says that they use this as the example for why there's a actual romance there, is he like gets real close to her face and he's like, "Don't be scared, I feel it too," and he says that to her, and it sounds a little creepy, but they make it a point over and over to keep on saying they both feel something when they're around each other. What if there's some sort of transferase of power, and actually she's not really that awesome by herself, but when she's near him, there's something like amplified, essentially, and that would almost explain how she was able to pwn him.
I'm okay with the concept of that. I'm not okay with making that inference from that line of dialogue.
Well, I'm just making it from.
I know. You're telling me what the people are saying.
Yeah.
But I feel like that particular that line of dialogue, signal too weak to lock onto target. Signal too weak. Okay, but look, I'm like right here.
Well, let's go find some banthas, man. We're not gonna go to Hoth and not kill banthas, so.
Wampas?
Wampas. Banthas. Banthas? That's what they're called, right? Banthas.
Which one are we talking? Are you talking about these guys over here, or are you talking about the horse things?
I thought banthas were. No, the thing that Luke cuts up and gets inside of.
Well, Luke didn't cut him up.
Han cut him up. Who cuts him up?
Han cut him up. Yeah, that's a bantha.
Yeah, let's go kill some banthas.
I don't think they're like rides, man.
Jerks! You can't kill banthas in this game?
I don't know. Maybe they're not. They're tauntauns. Yeah, they're right over there. Go kill them.
Oh yeah, tauntauns.
Banthas. Banthas are like the big elephant kind of.
Oh yeah. These are the tauntauns.
Go have fun. Go nuts. Kill banthas.
Hey! I want to wear you like a jacket.
That's not what happened in the movie.
I want to wear you like a sleeping jacket.
I want you to be my sleeping bag.
Oh man, I'm fighting two of them.
You do you.
Untamed tauntaun. Okay. different noise. Different group of people.
I'm pretty sure that was sand people.
Sand people there. All right, my heart's desired. Betty, thank you for fulfilling a long time
caller, first time listener. Wait, what?
Long time caller, first time listener. I think that's the end of where I went with as far as listening to that theory. Don't think it happens. If it happens, I think you might be able to weirdly tie up some loose ends that the fans weren't happy with.
Hang on.
What's that?
It's just bad dialogue. It was funny. You don't get to be privy to it.
I don't. Why not?
I don't know. Not in an instance.
I dance excitedly. You could dance if you wanna. Lord Raven.
I just told them I'd be utterly charming. I tried to mute, but I guess I didn't get it. Oh. That's what you get.
How come this person has a big old banner on their face? This Raven.
What does it say? Lord Raven, Blackwall.
No. Look at the banner on her like nameplate or her faceplate.
Oh, it's like Conquest level or something. She's a legendary player, man. I don't know what it is, but I've seen it. We are not legendary players.
What if I start a legend about you today and it actually takes off?
Is it about me being a player?
Yeah.
Because it might actually up my street cred.
Your street cred is pretty solid, actually.
Thank you. I thought so, but I was gonna be a little bit cautious.
Nah, you don't want to say it out loud. That actually diminishes your street cred.
That I didn't want to say it out loud?
No. If you did, say it out loud.
Actually, I think, from what I understand of the street, it would be a good thing to say it out loud. What are we talking about? We change the topic.
We're talking
What's
about
your favorite
being
Nicolas
the
Cage
legendary-
movie?
My favorite Nicolas Cage movie is probably National Treasure 7. No, I don't know.
I think National Treasure. I think I would have said The Rock, but I think we said The Rock before, but I forgot about National Treasure. I think actually National Treasure is probably better.
Better than The Rock?
Yeah. In terms of actually being a solid, fun, exciting chase movie. National Treasure 2 sucks, but
I didn't watch it. I watched the first
National
one.
Treasure 2 is bad enough that it actually undermines what National Treasure 1 does. But that's the way of sequels.
That is the way of sequels. Dude, why are there so many Transformer movies?
People keep giving money to Michael Bay.
For explosions?
Just don't know what else to do. Like, okay, I'll make this freaking movie again, I guess. Plus, Marky Mark needs a job, man.
Marky Mark Wahlberg, dude, he's got a pretty good thing under his belt. He has the Ted movies. People love those, man. He's got Entourage. People love that stuff, man. He's not irrelevant. Like, he doesn't need the work. He wants to work.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he gets paid well.
I'm sure he does, but I'm saying he wants
to work. Doesn't need to work or doesn't hate money.
Well, few people hate money, I suppose.
Like, if I was an actor and I was getting paid a lot of money to do like a crappy role, I'm waiting to sell out, man. Like,
All I want to do is sell out.
Like, yeah, I feel like that's the goal, right?
The goal is to sell out.
The goal of any endeavor is to one day sell out. I mean, that's retirement is essentially selling out.
I disagree. I
disagree that you disagree.
I think
you disagree just because you want to have a discussion.
I think I heard Chris Rock say this, but like his dad was like, no, it wasn't. I think it was Chappelle.
One of those black guys.
One of those black comedians. No, it was Chappelle for sure. Chappelle said, he's like, oh yeah, Dad, I'm
a little racist.
I'm gonna go be a comedian. And the dad says, well, you know, it's tough to make it. You know, have a backup plan. You know, just whatever you do, have a backup plan. And Chappelle goes, well, Dad, what do you do for a living? He's like, you know, I'm a teacher. Like, how much do you make a year? He says $30,000. So if I could make $30,000 a year doing basically what I love, I'll have made it. I'll be fine, right? Because basically you don't like your job and you make that amount, so you're trying to give me advice and saying like, you know, yeah, it's hard out there. You gotta make it. Like if I can make pretty meager existence, but it's something I love, I'm all right with that. Now, obviously, he makes a lot more than that, and he became a lot more famous than that. But I think his goal wasn't to sell out per se. It was essentially he wanted to do what he loved.
Okay. So I have a lot of this style of argument is pointless. Like they're talking about Dave Chappelle. I'm talking about I feel like the goal the goal of like any sort of money-making endeavor is basically to sell out. Like if you could pay him more money to not do comedy than he was making to do comedy, he's probably going to take that, unless he's just making so much doing comedy that it's irrelevant, right? If you could pay him, like, let's say he could make $30,000 doing his stand-up, or he could make like $50,000. I don't know. being an actor or something. And he didn't really want to be an actor, but instead of doing stand-up, he's like, oh, okay, well, this is pretty similar. It's close enough. It's not a bad job. Whatever. Okay, fine. Yeah, maybe it's different. Like, you'd have to pay. There's certain values more that, like, okay, if you're gonna have to, I'm gonna make 30,000 here. You're gonna pay me 31,000 to be a teacher. Well, f that.
Yeah, this is.
If you're gonna pay me like 20, if you're gonna pay like 20 million to be a teacher, well, I'll go be a teacher, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, you get the point. You agree. I think essentially.
I think you agree with me as well.
No, I wouldn't say the goal is to sell out. I'd say there's a tipping point where selling out, like, you sacrifice how much you want to do with the thing you love. How much money is it worth to you? And there's a certain point where it's like, well, I don't care how much money more it's going to be. I'm not going to do. I only want to do my job that I want to do. Basically, I don't want to do more than that.
Yeah, maybe, but I think the goal is to sell out.
I should kill you.
Your capture is a disgrace. You're lucky I don't gut you right here.
Oh, got you.
Please, my lord, I beg your tolerance. Jedi Zerander is a crafty adversary. I thought I was tracking him and his men when I found myself led into a pirate ambush. It seems he had the Republic's elite Tal's commandos lure me off his trail. The Tals are unmatched trackers, highly cunning.
So, you know nothing of Zerander's mission or destination?
Well, I suppose, practically speaking, that is the case. I can tell you this. If Zerander's been given command of the Tals, this weapon he's after must be supremely important. I know where the Tal's headquarters is located. Maybe you can force one of them to confess what Zerander's after.
I suppose that will have to suffice.
I wish there was more I could do. I hope this lead makes up for my blunder.
We'll see, buddy.
From the next sector, and we can update Lord Barris.
Don't you talk about Lord Barris to me. I'm just gonna eye you walking away.
I don't know. Maybe there's a balance to most things. So.
Yeah. For different people.
I just took a page out of your book because I just said something definitive and I got the answer that I was looking for.
I don't remember what you said definitive.
I just said, like, this is the way it is, right? I said the goal is to sell out, and you're like, well, I'm gonna give you the actual answer. That's what I wanted.
Oh,
it's just the thing you were talking about yesterday.
It is. I need to find out the rule. Actually, Penguin knows. Penguin, if you're listening, what's the name of that effect? Where if you want the right answer on the internet, or if you want the right answer about anything, you tell the internet just like the confident wrong answer, and then a bunch of people will jump down your throat about things. That's like, I want to say the Stanley effect, or the freaking, I can't remember. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And part of it, I think we're both also speaking from where we are in life too. I think.
Yeah, I'll sell out. Like, if you want to offer me like any amount of money for this Twitch stream,
I've got like I've got a pretty good job, but I'm at a point where I'm like, well, I actually would take a cushier job that I enjoyed more for less money. Not cushier, but we just enjoyed more. I'd take a pretty, depends where that tipping point is, but I'd take a pretty decent pay cut for just saying, well, I'll go do this other thing, and that'll be fine. That's just where I'm at, like, in life, and that's where I'm at with things, right? It's like, but I understand. Whereas, if you're in sort of a drought, you could say, you might be willing.
Well, what if somebody would pay you more money to not do the thing that you wanted to do, like to actually just not do anything? Like, we'd rather you not do that thing.
Yeah, it would have to be. So, I mean, it's without talking actual figures. I know what my number would be. Like I know where that would be for me.
I know what my number would be. It'd be $2. $2.
Cunningham's Law. Oh, so Vivanton knows about it.
Cunningham's Law.
Cunningham's Law. So
Cunningham's Law.
Cunningham's
Cool.
Law is where you want to give the wrong answer and people jump down your throat to give you the right answers. You're like, fine, I know the right answer now.
You guys told me.
Yeah, I like that. I love it.
Stuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it would have to be something to where it made sense. Like, it would have to be a number. The dollar-wise, like the formula in my mind would have to be like, okay, I'm gonna go to
left.
Yeah. The dollar number, the dollar amount above what I'm doing today would have to be such that it would almost prescribe for me or help me prescribe an end date to how long I did that for, right? So if it's $1 million, I'm like, shoot, I only have to do this for like a year. and I'm straight, right? Like I don't even care. Like all you do, I can get waterboarded every day for a year, and I don't know if I really could do that.
Not for $1 million. That's gonna take more than $1 million for me.
I'm just saying.
Well, actually,
like,
no. I take at least 2.
Yeah,
but
I do it for 10. Like I get waterboarded every day for, well, it depends. I don't know if I could do 8 hours of waterboarding for a day. Like things that were gonna call me actual like mental harm like that. Like
this that could destroy you, man. Like that could be the end of you.
Yeah, things that could cause you actual mental harm. I still might consider it, but it'd be like for posterity, right? Like, gosh, I could set my family up for like.
Well, it's like a professional athlete, right? Like they wreck their bodies.
Yeah.
Basically for that, like okay, I can do this for 20 years, make $100 million, and then my family's set. But even those who they don't make that much, they make maybe $1 million. They make $2. They still do it, right?
Yeah. So I could do some amount of mental or physical
So
harm.
I think that it also depends on what your skills in. Like if you have a skill in something that can make a lot of money for a short period of time, you take it. So if your skill is in getting waterboarded.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's just tipping points with the whole thing. But it just, my general feeling on it today is like, yeah, money is of much less import. And I think it probably becomes even lower as you get toward the end of your life, unless you have huge family, right? Like then it might get high, then maybe it's higher. Like if you have a huge family and you have like, man, how can I guarantee a certain level of comfort or, you know?
Yeah, no, you're probably right. Whatever. Also, I'm right. Just gonna let Vet take all the damage over there.
Yeah, she was acting like she had a cold, man.
1 million after taxes probably isn't enough to retire for most people. Now, 2 to 3 million would probably work for the average person with wise investments. That's Vivanton's input on my channel, where he's allowed it.
He's allowed to talk, man. He was a viable contributor over there.
Yeah,
David. Blaine,
yeah, no, I agree, because like that is something like, even if you think about like making money, you do actually have to start considering taxes. But let's take that. Let's say you're gonna make $1 million after taxes.
Net $1 million.
I feel like that's enough to probably, with like maybe just a supplemental part-time job or something, to live off probably for
a long time.
30 years at least.
Yeah.
If you're not crazy, and yeah, wise investment's is always a good thing. I don't know a lot about investing, but also I've never had much money, so.
2 to 3 million work. Yeah, I don't need to retire. I need $1 million. What $1 million would do for me if I can keep my mind through the process. So maybe not waterboarding, but something where I can keep my mind in relative tact. What $1 million would do for me is
so time
like,
travel.
Travel.
David that's the only way your mind is going to be intact.
David Blaine did torture for money. It depends. His physical torture is different than mental torture, I think.
Waterboarding convinces you that you're actually going to die.
Yeah.
It's like you actually are convinced that you're drowning and going to die, and going through that over and over. It's like it's pretty.
Yeah.
From what I understand, it's pretty depressing. It's like it can really mess you up.
Yeah.
But I think like physical torture could also mess you up too.
Vivanton said the same thing to me about taxes. I don't need to retire. I think what a $1 million goal could mean for me is doing some entrepreneurial things where I can be like calculated entrepreneurial things. What $1 million would mean for me is I could sink $30,000 in a business that I really want to run and have. If it works, great. If it doesn't, 30,000 out of $1 million won't be that much. So it wouldn't be 30,000. It wouldn't be $1 million to live off of. But if I can net $1 million, I would have. I think I can get all my entrepreneurial energy out of me in terms of like what's fun to do.
Whoa.
And I think as long as I do it well, I think you probably learn some things along the way that would help you basically figure out what are the ideas that work, what are the ideas that don't work, and like where do I fit in that? Like maybe an idea is great, but I'm not the person for that idea. Kind of like Shark Tank, right? So I feel like that's what I would do with $1 million, and so I might be able to go through a lot of really unpleasant things to get $1 million, so I could do some things to start up.
My way to shut you up.
Hey, who's this elephant? Whoa! Dude, these eyes are creepy.
Could you say that again?
No offense, but Master, why can't you Sith just become one with the Force when you die?
I will release you when I've defeated my enemy.
Yes.
All right, you heard him. Take out the sabers.
What exactly does this entail?
I don't know about this language, man.
Oh yeah.
I missed that whole thing you said because I was like baffled.
Consideration is not enough. I want your word.
I'm getting taken to task by this little alien ghost.
They have no eyeballs in their eye sockets. It's weird.
Well, this guy is like got the crazy eyes.
No, but look at his buddy too. They're like, if you get close, you can see like, look at that.
It's just eye socket bulls.
They just have like holes, man. It's gross. It's creeping me out.
You would be. So I think if you're gonna actually undergo like physical mental torture, you probably need to get enough to retire on. Yeah, like not just enough to do business or anything like that. Just because it could end up screwing you up to a point that you can't work or you can't do the things that you want to do. So if you're gonna take that kind of risk, you got to get enough to like set you up for life.
Okay,
right?
So Vivanton says, to answer your question mathematically, people go by the rule of 4%, which means 4% per year. You get to withdraw 4% per year, as long as you don't have debt and don't live forever. Because if you live forever, dude, if I could actually let's forego the money, and maybe we'll just do the live forever thing. I don't know. That's pretty funny.
I don't know. It'd be tough if you don't have any money.
Yeah, it could be. Imagine the perspective you'd have on life. I don't know. Yeah, maybe you're right. I mean, I don't know. When we're talking mental damage, obviously mine's a lot. Enough for the therapy. You at least need. Yeah, I don't know. Physical torture. I mean, I don't know. So maybe torture's a little tough, right? Torture's like, because I think if you're doing mental torture, that's really bad because you can lose your mind. That's like, what's the point, right? If you're doing physical torment, you may still undergo some psychological trauma by doing just purely physical torture. So that could also be, that could have some unintended effects.
I mean, it can make parts of your body unusable, too.
Oh man, I watched this thing actually. This is a trip. It's a trip actually. So apparently,
this is your story zone.
Apparently, you could juke your mind. Hold on, I want to tell you guys about this thing. This would be a weird kind of torture that would be great for this this thought experiment of how much money you would take for torture. Hang on.
I'm all that's left. Everywhere I turn, the monster appears. Why do you torment me? I'm not part of your vendetta. What? A Sith? First Zerander abandons me. Now this?
Your name, Jedi, and your connection to Zerander, now.
I am Zerander's errand boy. The one he leaves behind to die. At least a Sith I can see and fight straight up. I won't be assassinated in the dark like these poor Tals. My master would tell me not to attack, but he's not here. Defend yourself, Sith!
Alright, dude, I'm glad that you're actually doing this to me rather than me just... I was gonna kill you.
I was hoping to kill you.
Yeah, this was gonna happen. Oh, dang, now we gotta talk to him again?
Hey, man.
Go ahead and kill me.
Alright, that's what I was gonna do.
At the hands of the beast anyway.
Oh, you can't kill him?
Calm down.
Are you trying to get information from him?
You know how foolish that sounds. The Tals warned my master about Brunmark. He's a savage Tal seeking revenge on Fitzellan and the others for ousting him. But did Zarander care? No. Now Brunmark's in here somewhere, murdering... Wait! Did you hear that? No. He's...
What?
You think killing a defenseless man makes you impressive?
What's that thing coming out of the bottom of your head?
It's, look, when you're a little older, I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's disgusting. It's creeping me out.
This is a mouth straw, man.
Yeah, listen. People I know, people I talk to don't have mouth straws.
Well, you don't get out enough.
Dude, cover that thing up. Like, just put a little diaper on your face, I guess.
I'm making no promises.
Alright. Oh, is this gonna happen? Brunmark? Alright, if I kill this guy and then he's gonna make me, like, talk to him once he's dead.
I guarantee that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, stupid. Make sure that doesn't happen, please.
There's nothing to do, man.
Crap.
You didn't talk to him the right way the first time, so you had to fight him and then talk to him again.
Sorry if you're disappointed with the results.
So there's this, okay, so Vivanton says, not withdraw, but spend up to. You should be investing your money to beat inflation. So you take out 4% to reinvest. Me and Vivanton have talked about this, right? What's they call this, basically I forget what the word is, but basically how do you get to the place where you're financially independent? What's the best way to get to a place where you don't really need to work, right? That's one of the goals, right?
That's the goal. That and selling out.
That and selling out. I mean, I think, and for me, I just shorthand the goal saying, like, if there's something I really want to do, like, let's say I wanted to make bead necklaces. There's not really a mark for that, but that's what I wanted to do. So in that case, you'd have to have a completely self-sustained life so that you could just do the thing you want to do. So I always believe that you have to work, right? Everyone has to work. But
work.
But maybe it's
Everybody's got to work.
Everyone's got to work. But maybe you don't have to work to, like, maybe that doesn't have to be your major source of income. But I think everyone should be doing something. Anyway. Okay, so piece of torture. There's this. I really want to try this, actually. So if you take.
Such a weird person.
If you take hot dogs, like, let's say you take 8 hot dogs, right? And you warm one, the other one, the next one, you set them side by side. And every other one is warm. Not hot, just warm. And every other one. The opposite every other one is actually just cold. Not freezing cold, just refrigerator cold. And you put them, you alternate them back and forth, and then you put your forearm on it. Apparently, it burns like fire. Like, it actually really hurts a lot. But no harm will ever come to you, and it's completely in your mind. It's like, it's just a weird, like, effect. I think there's a name for this effect. So, basically...
Is it, bullshit?
It's 100%. Well, I don't know if it's 100%. I'm tempted to believe it's 100% true, but I want to try it to feel it myself. But apparently, people can't
I think it's possible to juke your mind. I was just joking with the BS because I thought it would be a funny joke.
It is. I mean, it could be, right? I mean, I really don't know. I have to try it, but it's just.
Don't try it. It sounds like a terrible thing.
I think I will try it. Now I want to try it.
Keep your mind on straight.
Now I really want to try it, but
that was my goal, is just to get you to rebel.
I need to figure out how to use those sort of Jedi mind tricks on getting people to hit that subscribe button like Vivanton over there. Don't do it. Don't you hit that button. You guys stay away from it. No, I'm hitting it.
Yeah. I think most people don't respond to
reverse psychology.
This particular way of looking at reverse. Oh, crap. I don't think we're supposed to go through that.
Why?
Because it's the bad team, man.
Alright, go back.
Could go around it.
We should try it on the stream. I'll try it on the stream. That'd be kind of fun, actually.
They do say you shouldn't do anything like. They have like some rules about. I don't know if it counts because it's not. If you're actually not hurting yourself.
It's like fake torture, right? It's like torture for your mind, essentially.
It seems like it could be bad.
One of the reasons why I think you would never be able to use this in an interrogation technique is it seems like I think it would be hard to keep the hot dogs at the right temperature. Like,
I imagine they have things to do it. I imagine you don't need hot dogs.
Maybe there's some other kind of just.
I imagine you could do it with anything. That it's probably about the odd like kind of the hot cold or the warm cold what sends a weird signal to your brain.
Yeah.
Would be the only way it would work.
Yeah.
Or sends, it's like it's sending a signal, but it doesn't know which signal to send, so the one you get is pain.
So I guess that piece of torture almost overshadows the conversation of what we're talking about money. But would you do that for a year if you knew it was completely mental juking? You're completely safe the whole time, and
but it's the thing that one's purely mental. I think that's even perhaps more dangerous, right?
Yeah, could be. I don't know. I really don't know. Like
to do over to just like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's no lasting effect. It's just like, man, I can't believe that happens. I likely would be willing to do it like once a day for like 5 seconds a day for a year for $1 million.
Yeah. I mean, waterboarding. I think the problem with waterboarding is you actually believe you're gonna die, right? Like that's with the hot dog.
You just believe that your arm's on fire.
Yeah, and you don't believe
this
you're gonna
allegedly.
Die. Allegedly.
You should say that and see if you get the right answer. It's like, you burn yourself on cold and warm hot dog. They're like, no, you don't. This is what actually happens. Also, what were we talking about?
Vivanton says he feels it would be like a kind of like a sleight of hand or magic because you're not in danger, just more like a horror game, but with hot dogs. Which would you rather, play Agony or do the hot dog game? I don't know.
Probably the hot dog game.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, man, hot dog torture. I mean, honestly, hot dogs are pretty horrifying. We're being honest.
Mystery meat.
Mystery meat and all. Where are we going in here? Somebody's got a quest. Downstairs. Yeah, I feel... Ask somebody who hates hot dogs. Like, what would be worse? Like, they probably think, like, anything to do with hot dogs is just horrible. Also, does it matter what type of hot dog? Like, I think that's a question. It's like, does the material matter, or is it the temperature that matters?
I think it's the material. I think it's the closeness of the material to, like, human flesh, right? So I think it's got to be something probably close to meaty, or like something that basically has the right level of moisture, right? And I think the moisture being the conductor of heat, the way it is. So maybe you could use metal, I don't know. But maybe it has to be moisture, I don't know. I really don't know the science behind this. I'm sure I could find all these answers and figure out how it works, but I kind of want to do the thing first and then figure out the answers. Oh, that might be hard because I need to probably figure out the precise way to do it to get the actual effect.
Yeah.
Get this Jedi off my hollow, Lankren. Now.
I can't. Sarender's overridden all my controls.
As you can see, Barris, I control this planet. I've tapped your communications.
Vivanton says it must be kosher. I don't know if he's joking.
This guy's good. Like those
Your oversized command
pink hot dogs you like.
I do like the pink hot dogs.
The lapdog returns.
Penguin says all
Trainer
beef.
knows what's good for him. He'll muzzle you. I'm not here for a reunion, Barris. The last time we met, you were left drained and weaponless. This time you won't be so lucky.
My lord.
You have failed me for the last time, Langton. In SWTOR, you are now coordinator of my dealings on Hoth. Don't screw it up.
Oh man, he's
I will
gone.
not disappoint you, my lord.
Apprentice, you better have good news for me.
Save your strong arm tactics for the grunts. The lost superweapon Zerander seeks is actually a Jedi Master named Violet.
Ah, Master Violet. Now I understand why Zerander would risk exposure.
Zerander.
Captured during the war, Violet was among the Jedi's most powerful masters. The ship transporting him to me was destroyed in a fierce space battle in this system. I assumed he'd perished, but...
Apparently, the great Darth Barris is not immune to blunders himself.
All beings blunder.
I like I just run my mouth after he just choked someone to death.
From
Santana
like
Sergio, what's
a
up?
long way away too. Like,
Violet took my lightsaber and used it from then on. If Violet is on Hoth, so is my blade. I will concentrate to locate it. Yes, there. Coordinates sent, Commander. Now go, Apprentice. Find the lightsaber and the Jedi.
My lord, the area
Jedi.
is an uncharted quadrant where black marketeers are said to operate. What will you have me do while you're away?
Dispose of Lanklin's body, Commander.
The Emperor's speed to you, my lord.
Yeah.
after everybody's gone, he's gonna be jumping like promotion. This is how the Sith promote, man. I don't know. Pretty amped up.
What about that thing where you put the glasses on for 24/7 that flip your vision upside down, and then your brain also adjusts to flip it back? Oh, I've heard of that actually. Yeah, you could like your basically your brain eventually figures out how to like flip the world upside down to match like what your eyes already do, and then you take them back off, and it like screws up your vision for a while again. That'd be, I don't know, man. Like if you have to do that like every week for a year, that'd be awful. That'd be pretty darn. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Like my price is probably higher than $1 million for like any sort of possible damage to my mind or psyche. But like, there's a price that I would pay. Like, I'd be willing to accept. You know.
Yeah. Vivanton says he'd expect. So this is like his area of expertise, right? Or like hot dogs are not his area of expertise, but
yeah. Well, that's effed up. Why'd you say that?
He's a materials engineer, right? So I guess he would know materials better than we do. But
yeah.
You would need something with a similar heat capacity and heat diffusivity, based on the description of the experiment. So we'd have to.
You just made up those words.
Well, if I would have said it, I might have made them up. But
I understood capacity. Diffusivity. What was it? Well, I'm gonna look at it.
The ability to be diffused.
Diffusivity. Okay.
Diffusivity.
Whatever that means. Hot dogs are diffusible. I don't know. What does it take to get somebody diffused?
All right. For $1 million, how much would you be diffused?
Only thing that makes sense. Your ghost said he was a follower of Ludo Kresh, and that Naga Sadow's assassins killed him. Sith, do you realize what you've done?
Let's not get carried away here.
Don't get carried away. Oh, impossible. We're talking about the fabled Sadoween, Naga Sadao's personal order of assassins. Myth made real. Don't worry, I'll get you inside.
Sadohadin?
I've been circumventing the security
Salahadin.
tools since I was old enough to hold a data spike in a pair of pliers.
Shut up and get me into that temple.
Yes, my lord, with pleasure.
This guy is unflappable.
Santana Sergio, we are so I'm playing the story first time ever. Lackey's played it. He's played all the class quests, I believe. We're playing together.
Not on all the classes.
I'm actually getting ready to log, my friend. I do thank you for stopping by. So here's what we do. We're meeting nightly at 8 o'clock 9 Central. I don't know what that is for you. But we're playing through the Star Wars story mode. In between quests, we're talking Star Wars lore, Star Wars theories. Sometimes we're talking torture. Sometimes we're talking any range of other things. But if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and catch us. I won't be here tomorrow. Lackey will. You can catch him at twitch.tv/LackeyRevenge. You can also catch me at twitch.tv/Ruinous. In fact, if you do that, you'll be Lackey's 50th follower.
That's a possibility.
That's a
I think
possibility.
that honor is still available.
You can make the young boy's dreams come true. What? That didn't sound right.
Didn't sound wrong until you said it didn't sound right.
Yeah, so I'm getting ready to log, man. We do it from 8 o'clock 9 Central to about 10 o'clock 11 Central. I'm not sure what that means to you, but we're meeting every day. I won't be here tomorrow. Lack will be here, but then every other night. But that we meet and we hang out. So I'm actually gonna get to a nice place to where we settle down. But I'm liking the story so far. We'll definitely get through all the story mode. We're gonna fill up the time between the story with bullcrap conversations, many about Star Wars, many not. But come hang out with us, man. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Every conversation with him is a bullcrap conversation. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. All right,
yeah.
where should I be? Is this a good place?
Yeah, it's fine. This is whatever.
All right, dudes. Santana Sergio, really pleasure to meet you. Vivanton, Penguin, man. You guys, thank you. Vivanton, my first sub ever. What? Thank you, my friend. Love you, my friend. All right, good night. Say goodbye, Lackey.
All right. I'll do it. Just wait.